In today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take you on an autumn photography adventure. I'm basically going to take a camera, take some really cool photos, take you on this journey and talk about my journey of some of the photos I took today. If that sounds interesting to you, I'm Dave from TVR Creators and I usually make the best content. I always make the best content on the best cameras for content creators or people just starting out with their first camera. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. So in this video, I want to do something a little bit different. You may remember earlier in the year, I did like a photography adventure and I walked around near a river, took some nice photos. So I basically did a similar sort of thing. I went to a sort of a local park. I took some nice photos. I'll be honest, I'm not the best photographer in the world, but today I'm using the mirrorless camera, the R50, which is an awesome camera. I absolutely love the R50. It's probably my favorite photography camera now. It makes everything so easy. If you don't know much about this, I have lots of videos on this. Go and check them out on the channel, but it's basically a mirrorless camera, interchangeable lenses, 24 megapixel, takes great photos, really nice video, microphone jack, flip touch screen, which is really nice. Now in the photos I took today, I'll be honest, I tend to use the viewfinder for most of the photos, but for the more lower down shots I went for the touch screen so I could see what I was taking photos of because I didn't really want to lie on the floor. But basically I got really early, I took the dog for a walk. And then while the light was still nice, you could say it was sort of in that golden hour. It's at the end of, well, I would say it's sort of just past the peak of autumn. The clocks changed last night, so that gives you an idea when I filmed this. So it's technically last week by the time you watch this, but for those of you watching later, here we are in autumn. And I wanted to use the R50. Why? Because it is the best camera I have for taking photos. And what I like about this camera actually, it makes taking photos so easy. I basically today I just used a kit lens. I mixed between 18 and 45 depending on the far away or close shot, depending on what photo I took. I think there's one photo I took in 24. It takes really nice photos. I put it into auto mode and it literally did everything for me. Now you can play around with shutter speed and ISO if you so wish. You can do all this with this camera, but I just thought it'd be easier today just to have a little walk around. I met a couple of people that asked me what I was doing. It was really cool. And I basically took some photos with this camera. So in a moment, I'm going to do a little slideshow of some of the better photos. I apologise for users out there like, oh, I could do better at that. But you probably could. But I just want to show you briefly what you could do with this photo, with this camera even, with very little effort. So let's see how it went. was that? That was pretty epic. Hope you liked the photos I took today. Some of them were better than others. I tried to pick the best ones. The lighting was absolutely incredible. It's a really nice low light. It was shining through the trees, gave some really nice light, made it really easy for the camera to take some great photos. Hope you enjoyed today's photo. If you're getting value from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and why not buy us a coffee, which supports everything I do here on the channel. Feel free to ask your questions or what adventures you've been on with your camera. Hope you've enjoyed today's content. In a moment, I'm going to leave you with at least 1 or 2 end cards that are going to bring you even more value. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Why? Because you guys rock.